Hey everyone, it's ET coming back at you again. This time I'm at my house. I have a 4 horsepower Evinrude. Seems to have a carburation issue from what the customer says. Let's check it out, see what we got going on. Okay, we'll start off by taking the cowling off. Make sure there's no cracks in it. Okay, we don't need that. Throw that away. Let's finish getting the pan off. Alright, other screw. By the way, guys, it's like 40 something degrees. I live in Florida. I'm not built for this weather. This is bullcrap. Two 3/8 bolts down at the bottom, holding the skirt on. Make sure and drop it so you can't put it back together. That was smart, ET. Okay, I got the other skirt off. Okay. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Right. Now you got that mid cover off. Throw it in the garbage. We don't need that. Sucker's annoying anyways, right? Okay. Now let's get that front pan off. Now that we got some room. Okay. All right, and I didn't drop a single bolt. Okay, now that we got that off. So before we start digging into the carburetor, what I would like to do is we'll just clean these spark plugs up a little bit. Even though I know they're originals, What are they? QL78Cs? QL86Cs. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and throw these back in. And things just have a hard time going in that bottom one. Needs a little lube. Haha. Works every time. Okay, we got them snug. Let's tighten them up. Okay, there's number one. There's number two. Put the coil wires back on. Okay, we got the fuel hooked up, primed up. We got the lanyard on. It's in neutral. I don't think this thing has reverse. Okay, so let's see what happens. That is full throttle, and she's about to die. Come on, baby. Okay, you bring it back to an idle, she conks out. Okay. So before we go any further though, let's find the outcoming fuel line from the fuel pump. Yeah, we definitely got a carburation issue. I can see it leaking. Hold on guys, I'll be right back. Alright, now that I got my cutters, let's cut this tie strap. Pull the fuel line off. Okay. see this fuel line I got my finger on? That's it. Outgoing fuel pump, fuel line. Feeds the carburetor fuel. I don't really want to feed that much, but that could just be the nature of the beast. So on top of pulling the carburetor and going through it, I'm also going to pull the fuel pump, make sure the diaphragm inside is okay. So let's cut our tie straps. Jeez, man. Been on there for a good while. Oh, what am I saying? It's probably original. Sheesh. Okay. Okay. Get a flat bladed screwdriver. And this style right here is going to be your top bolt and your bottom bolt. The other two, your left and your right, that's what's going to hold the fuel pump together. Okay. The gasket looks amazing. Okay. So let's disconnect the fuel line. Don't need that right now. Okay. Let's disconnect the incoming fuel line. Wow. I haven't seen one of these guys in a long time. See if I can get it off and I'll show you guys. Hopefully it don't break. Alright. I don't know what it's called. But as you can see, it's got teeth. Put it on the fuel line, and as you squeeze it, it tightens. It's some kind of like cinch clamp. They're junk. Okay, so now it looks like we can remove these two flathead screws on the front. Hold on the air cleaner. sure nothing breaks. Okay, now we got the air cleaner off. Now we can go in there with what looks like a 7/16. Okay, I have the specialty 7/16 so you can see it's bent. I did that. Okay, get them two 7/16 studs on the back, holds it onto the the face of the motor. Get those two nuts off. Now you got your carburetor in your hand. Okay everyone, I got you set up on my little pop-up carburetor table. I'm going to start off with a fuel pump. Now if you look up at the top, this is the top side. You have a nice little bump up right here, and you got all the different pieces that have a stick up. So you can kind of realign it when you put it back together. And start off with the filler nipple. Sometimes there's a screen. There is. Blow it out. Oh heck. I got it all over you. You guys okay? Alright. Okay. Continue. Now, these older fuel pumps can be a little bit finicky. Our gasket looks okay. Smack it. If you haven't noticed yet, smacking is a good way to get things done, if you will. Oh wow. Diaphragm is hard. Oh yeah. Let stuff go flying so you can't find it and put it back together. It's okay, I found it though. Clean it off so we're not transferring any dirt. Okay, everything still looks good. Guess what we're gonna do now? We're gonna smack it again. Okay, that seems fine. That seems fine. And you know what? Let's pull the gasket, the diaphragm, just to be on the safe side. Make sure our check valves on the inside are okay. Everything looks good to me. Lose your spring, why don't you? Okay, so let's put that back on there. This little tiny guy. See it in my fingers? I gotta get it on the spring. I don't know if you can even see that spring, how small it is. But we gotta get it set in there just like that. If it'll stand up. Come on, you can do it. Stand up. Stand up, soldier. Okay. Alright, we put this on. I made it fall over, didn't I? Son of a gun. Okay. Then let's put the plate on. Okay, now before you go and tighten it up, make sure everything looks good. Make sure everything's lined up at the top like I was showing you earlier. Everything's lined up. All the gaskets look okay. Go ahead and tighten her down. We can put our gasket back on. Okay. Shove these bolts in just so we don't lose them. As I about lose one. Okay, everything's good with the fuel pump. Put that to the side. Onto the carburetor. Okay, so let's check our jet. We're at 1/2, 1. We're at 1 turn out. Okay. Alright, let's flip it over. Get our Phillips head. Our gasket looks okay. Let's pull out the float keeper. Pull out the float and the needle. How's the needle look? Looks good. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay. We don't have to take the seat out, but it's always good to check below it. Make sure there's no trash. Okay. And we're going to take out emulsion tube. Okay, so everything looks to be fairly decent. I'm going to give it a good cleaning real quick. Okay. I'm going to take the emulsion tube jet, and we're going to spray inside of it. Got a nice stream. Just very carefully put this back in. Spray it out one more time, just in case if there's any shards. Okay, now on the side of this bowl, we've got these two nipples. This is incoming fuel, and this is like some kind of crankcase pressure. Bingo. So within this is this guy, and this guy is destroyed. Jeez. Alright, well it looks like I gotta get one of them before I can finish. Okay, so looking up the model number and year of this motor and looking at the parts, this is the part I need. Okay. Spray out the bowl, clean it. Okay, let's rebuild the needle and seat, shall we? Okay, got the new seat in there. Let's get the new needle put together. Put the keeper on the needle, pop it on. Okay. Slide the needle onto the float. Put the float needle into the seat. Get our new float keeper. Okay. Awesome deal. Put all the old parts back in the bags that you got them out of. Me personally, I like giving the customer back their old parts. So that way they see what you've changed. Unlike a car shop, you know, you take a car there, you get your car fixed, and they're like, oh yeah, we did blah, 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 blah. But they don't give you a single part, so you don't know if they're telling the truth or not. Well, this way you do. Okay, there's that. Brand new bowl gasket. Put all your screws in. Make sure you get all your 4 screws started before you go and tighten any of them up. That way you can get the gasket and the bowl set in the proper spot. Okay, before you tighten down your jam nut, make sure you get your adjusted. So let's cinch it down. Okay, let's go 1/2, 1. Let's cinch it down. Okay. Let's go ahead and hook up the fuel pump. Okay. So let's get these 2 hoses tie strapped. Okay. Cut the excess. Throw the excess away because we don't need that crap. Get this out of the way. Okay, we got our brand new gasket behind the carburetor. Tuck that one underneath like that. There you go. Perfect. Okay, so I need 3 more radial tie straps. Okay, cut off the access. Perfecto. Okay, now let's mount the carburetor. Now, I don't know if you guys knew this or not, but whenever it comes to a pesky task, like trying to stick your fingers down in there and use your fingers to tighten the bolts or the nuts or whatever it is you're doing, it's always important you hold your tongue in the right position. So oh, this one's being pesky. Must not be holding my tongue tight enough. Let's try again. See what I mean? Held my tongue in the right position, got it done. Okay. Just like that, the carburetor's back on. Fuel pump is hooked back up. Let's plug our electrical back in. Okay. Okay, now it's time to put our air cleaner back on. This is where it can get a little tricky. Whatever. Drop your screwdriver so it goes in the sand. Okay, now that that is on, let's swing the pan over. Actually, you know what? Before we do that, I want to lube up the cable a little bit, so I'll be right back. Okay, let's move it up here, down in there. Alright, before I go and hook everything back up, let's attach the fuel line. Reprime the system. My phone died again. I lost you guys. So I went ahead and just finished putting her back together. She's a runner. Okay guys, that's it for this video. That is a 1998 4-horsepower Evinrude. Leave a comment, subscribe so you can be notified when the next video drops. Leave me a comment, let me know which one to see, give me some hints, some tips. Alright guys, like, share, and subscribe.